You're so cruel, Lydia, to make me laugh just before I. Oh, that was cruel. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? What?
I hope everyone is well.
Yeah, man. I will say, it's a lovely day outside. I walked outside, earlier on. I went to go grab some stuff, and it was just lovely. It was like nice and green.
It has been a lovely day, hasn't it? I also went outside and had a little walk today.
Nice. It's like that perfect time where like the weather is like it's not too hot, it's not too cold. Everything's kind of still spring-esque and like green and verdant, you know? It's like it's just kind of it's just a vibe, you know? There's a chill breeze. I'm pretty good. It's a pretty nice day where I live to. Hell yeah, man. Let's go. Well, enough talking about outside or inside now. We have to lock in for the Jupiter stream. Okay, it's time to look at some community roles. wait, oh no, hold on. I'm prepared this week.
Luke, who are you?
I know.
Imposter.
I know. Okay. So, okay. What's the plan today then? I think for the plan for the stream is simply we're gonna have a look at some of your community roles. We've got like a bunch to look through. We've got like kind of like is it officially like they've declared it as a region or not? I don't know, but it's like
I think it's the Zone 13 region, right?
Yeah, it's like they call it Zone 13 and put it in a bunch of places. We've seen some puzzles and they've got some roles and things like that. So I really kind of want to have a look through it. It's been really. I love when people suggest the regions up there because it's like, it's really interesting to see like what other people come up with when given like the base layer of like the demo and some of the other stuff that we've done and just like seeing what people make with it. Man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see what people do when we give them like the full modding tools. It's gonna be so good. But okay. Am I crazy? So the stuff that you made, Matthew, those assets, where are they? Oh, they're over here. Never mind, I got them.
I knew there was gonna be some amount of stuff, some amount of disorganization.
Yeah. Well,
very ugly.
I see. Here's the thing. I thought I'd already done this, and then I realized I had loaded up last week's roles, which is impressive considering they were labeled docs, and I know that's not what we're doing today. So there you go. But yeah, nothing like a little bit of scuff to begin with. Yeah. Am I broken again, man? Oh yeah, because I really broke it before.
I mean, sure, you know how to fix it, right?
Yeah. It's working now. We got it. Tell me if if you guys can still hit me. Okay, good.
I mean, they'll be fine. Worst case scenario is last day.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, and can you see my stuff as well? I assume you can.
No, I cannot. Oh wait, no, I can. Never
Okay, cool. And we also have, and I'm terrified. Is this gonna work? We also have Lydia's stream today for some art. Hang on, let's see if we can transition. Will it break? Where is it?
Is it gonna work?
Here. What? Is it? No. Wait, refresh. Could it be? Why not? Wait. There we go. Yippee! Well, wait, it's kind of scuffed, but that's fine. No, guys, I'm worried by that layer in the bottom right. In the top left, it just says just in case. No, she's got her own gone after last time. That's not good. But yes. Okay, so yeah, she's gonna be drawing some stuff. And I almost want to just like have this open and like to the side whilst we have a look at some of the other roles, so we can just watch it slowly evolve as we go. Because I think some of this art is going to be used in the ending scene, like just before, like as in like almost like just before the like case solves, in like the end of the run. This is the key art for the stats end screen. Okay.
So yeah, when the idea is like once you finish a run, either successfully or unsuccessfully, you'll have like a little stats page where you'll like see all your like. Oh man, that looks really cool actually. I haven't seen it before. This looks awesome.
Yeah. So I went
all your stats in the run, etc.
I went to go see them earlier to give them some food, and they were like, they literally just like covered the screen and were like, "Don't look." And I was like, oh, "Okay." So this is the first time I'm seeing this too. It's very cool. Flawless run. Oh wow. Oh no. Yeah, they're just gonna be muted whilst we do this, so I'm gonna hide them away. Alright, so with that in mind, I'm gonna go back to the roll chat and I'm going to like put together a not scuffed viewing window of Lydia's art. We're gonna live down here, I guess.
Oh, yeah. We're just heads now. We're just some bopping heads.
And then should be as simple as just remembering whatever
you named it.
Whatever, I think it's not.
So when Nick said I'm organized, I have things ready.
Well, listen. I didn't say. I didn't say
it.
that. You can't prove it. Oh wait, you can prove it. You literally could.
Literally
Okay.
recorded.
No. Wait, hold on. Okay, what type of source is this? Okay, yeah, it was a lie. I was not ready. I had literally the wrong roles downloaded, and I was planning on swapping around, but I don't really want to just swap over. I just want to kind of always be able to see it. Do you know what I mean?
Makes a lot of sense.
Also because like my setup is pretty scuffed. Yeah, I want to go find what this is called. Sorry, I need to. Oh, it is this? Okay, it's named Race Discord
Very
Share
well
Screen
named.
Capture because I think initially that's what this was for.
Probably.
Oh, it's fine.
It wasn't a.
Yeah.
It was a window capture.
Yeah. Okay, bang. Here we go. This can go over here. I kind of want to like just kind of cut this. No. Yeah. Whilst this is happening,
You can crop it. You can like right click.
yeah. But I can also like do this. Womp. There we go. Beautiful. So I guess this can just go like sit in the background somewhere. Maybe we.
You can put it under. Well, yeah, over us, I guess.
Yeah.
We're not important.
No. It can sit here whilst we chat about roles. And then I guess we can move this down here. Perfect. Okay, cool. So do we want to be above them? Yeah, that's fine. It does mean that when Lydia scrolls down, we won't be able to see it, but that's okay. Yeah, that'll be fine. Cool. So that's just going to be there for today. We get a little art stream, which I think is nice. Yeah, this is still there. Okay, that's fine. Okay, right. Set up now. Let's have a look at some of the roles.
Okay, yeah. Let's get this thing going.
Yes. So, are we going to go straight into the zone 13 stuff, right?
I think that's probably a good idea to start. Yeah.
Excellent stuff. Is this fine? No. Okay. I think this one is no. Okay. Oh man. Well, we did some weird stuff and then didn't reset it after last time. So let's see what we get. Oh.
Yay.
Okay. Here we go.
Wait, is this the first asset? Isn't there one that's named intro?
Oh yes, but you've named things inconsistently.
Well, to be fair, the only one I named was the intro one. All the others were just the name of the assets I downloaded.
Very well. Okay. In that case, all right. Pretend like close your eyes. We just hit start stream. Wow. Hi everyone. Look, we have an art
Well
stream,
done.
and look, we're gonna talk about the Zone 13 mechanics. Wow.
This is perfect. If we you know when we upload this to the VOD channel,
We'll just start here. Yeah, that's a good. It's it's due free time. Exactly. Wow. Okay. So Zone 13. It's got some new mechanics for this region, and they are bomb wires and bomb defusal, new classification, squad member, wound system, and new case solving conditions, which all sounds rather exciting. So I can see that we've got like the bomb in the middle of the grid here, looking like a location. It's got a 7 on it. And then we have the hostage. It says there are 2 of them. And then we've got 2 bomb techs with abilities. Cut the blue wire, cut the yellow wire, and then the team leader, we need to cut 4 wires. Curious. So I wonder, like, is there going to be like a literal bomb that you need to like click the wires off kind of thing? Because that would be really cool. Look, we've got people coming, they're joining in saying, oh my god, wow, stream just started. I don't know what I was talking about previously. I can't believe stream was... Wait, no! It wasn't late, guys. It wasn't late.
I didn't notice you hadn't read that.
Oh. Okay. Yes, that's the vision. So there'd be actual cool wires to cut. Awesome. Well, that's a really cool idea. So like, instead of like where the clock would be, I imagine for where normally where we put the kind of mechanics for these things, there would be like some wires that you could like cut with a thing. That sounds sick. Okay, so I guess let's have a look. So we go. All right. So
go to 1. Go to 1.
Yeah, but S1 or 1 underscore.
No, this one.
Okay, but this. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay. Bomb wires and bomb diffusal. In each case, there will be 6 different colored wires. A certain number, 2 to 4, of the wires will be required to be cut in order to defuse the bomb. In order to find which wires are cut, you need to utilize the new classification, squad members, wisely. Do you know what this is giving me immediately? Which I kind of really like.
Go on.
Have you ever played Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes? Because that game has a lot of bomb diffuser stuff in it, and I really like it. And maybe it's just because there's a bomb, and that's another game with a bomb, but I like it, and so that's a good sign. So the hostages tell you how many lives there are. Maybe let's find out. Someone else thought about it. Oh, I'm not insane. Okay. New classification. Squad member. Squad members are roles that assist you in defusing the bomb. They are good aligned and may have duplicates except for a particular squad member. Squad member information are lost upon arrest and death. Squad members always have an ability. Use them wisely in order to defuse the bomb and free the hostage. Interesting. Why does the detective need to defuse a bomb? Isn't that the bomb specialist job? Clearly you've never been in a situation where you're investigating, a murder, and then you go outside and you're like, ooh, what was that rattling behind that box? And then you lift up the box and there it is, a stack of TNT with 6...
Yeah, with an ominous timer.
6 with a timer, and it's like 20 minutes before it goes off, and you know that the bomb defusal squad takes at least half an hour to get here. So you've got to... But thankfully, your squad members are already around you, and you can utilize them in order to defuse the bomb. Detective is a bomb specialist as a side hustle. Yeah, I like that too. That's a great explanation. Okay. Or maybe the bomb defusal squad is just the squad members, and so this is them coming to help you, and you're just like managing over them because you found it. Who knows? But it's interesting because the squad members always have an ability, and they can have duplicates, which is a bit strange in that normally you don't get duplicate roles. So it's kind of like I'm interested to see how what else they've got going on. So let's see. All right, bomb is a location. In this region, every case has a bomb in a random space. So we have 10, and then one move happens, and then it's a 9. Interesting. The location is marked with a bomb timer, showing how many moves are remaining before it explodes. If it does, you fail the case. The bomb is always surrounding the hostage. Cutting 2 wrong wires will cause the bomb to explode immediately. What counts as a move? Investigating a roll is 1 move. Arresting a roll is 1 move. Cutting a wire is 2 moves. Using an ability is 1 move. Interesting. Okay. I like that. Interesting that cutting a wire is so time costly. But I think it could work. It just... So my question is, immediately out the gate with this, I'm guessing this location would be is always surrounding the hostage. Interesting. Is the hostage? I should just keep reading before I ask questions. Maybe it'll answer my questions. Okay. Wound system. As you enter this region, you will be starting with 0 wounds, which is also known as healthy. Okay. Upon reaching 10 wounds, you have died and failed the region and must restart again. Oh yeah, because my question was, if you blow up the case, does that mean like GG end of the run? But no, it seems like that means you gain a wound. And so upon reaching 10 wounds, that's bad. Okay, so heal are ways to gain or... Sorry, I assume this would say here. Here are ways to gain or heal wounds. Arresting a good roll, +1. Cutting a wrong wire, +1. Bomb exploding, +1. I see. Saving a case. You're right. I see what you mean. So that's how you gain a wound from those 3 things. And then solving a case is minus the remaining bomb timer. -1. Okay. Interesting. Detective gets blown up by 9 bombs, saves town. So sometimes that's how it is. But also, the bomb exploding is only +1, and if you cut the wrong wire, presumably, to get there, then that's more than 1 wound. Those pliers are sharp, you know? It happens. And then there are gauges. So 0 wounds is healthy, hurt is 1 to 3 wounds, injured is 4 to 6 wounds, wounded is 79, and
Wait.
dead is 10.
I do have a question, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Doesn't cutting a wrong wire immediately make the bomb explode? Or am I misremembering?
No, I don't think so. I think there's tolerance, right? So.
Oh no, it's 2 wrong wires that cause it to explode. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. Is it? Where is it? It said that somewhere. I swear it said that somewhere.
It was the first image or second image?
This one.
Yeah.
There's this one?
That one, there you go.
Yeah, cutting 2 wrong wires will cause the bomb to explode immediately. Yes. Yeah, 10 wires. I mean, it's only like a small amount of TNT, guys. You know, it's fine. It'll be fine. Okay, but that seems rough though. So you can get like hurt from, you know, obviously failing 1, but then you could even potentially get injured if you really mess up in the first, in 1 case. And healing, healing off your wound seems like quite a slow thing. Like it's going to be quite tricky. And it says if you're injured or wounded, 1 squad member starts investigated. If wounded, your first investigation won't count as a move. I like that. So there's like a cool catch-up mechanic. I'm into it.
I will say, I actually think that this is too generous.
You think it's too generous? You want it to be harsher?
Yeah, I want this to be, because here, like, you could, mess up 3 cases in a row, cut, get up to 9 wounds.
Yeah.
And then if you solve the next one in like 5 moves, then suddenly you're back at 4, right?
Yeah.
And
but keep in mind, how much progress have you made through the region? Probably nowhere. And now you're still on 4 wounds.
I guess that's true.
And not only that, we haven't seen the rolls yet. They could be nasty. Only say with justice system if they trust the system. Oh, wait, what? This also applies to arresting an innocent gets detective. Well, I think it's just yeah, true. Who knows? Okay, hostage, innocent. In this region, every case has 1 role assigned to be the hostage. It can either be a real hostage or an underling / traitor pretending to be one. The hostage is highlighted. I announce how many underlings are in play. I start investigated and highlighted. If lying or tainted, I announce a slightly lower or higher number than the original value. You know what? I really love the highlighted keyword. I think you could do some cool stuff with that, you know? I think it's neat because like you could have like just a roll that says like I highlight, you know, like an instant roll that says like I highlight this roll or like a random roll, and give you like the first few letters of their name or something, or give you like 3 letters of their name or something like that, and then you can actually look to see if like what rolls be highlighted and have weird things going on with them. But I don't know, it's kind of fun.
Yeah, actually, the more highlights you have, then it becomes ambiguous.
Yeah.
Like, on its own, I don't think it's that interesting, but it's true actually. With if you have like several rolls of like, oh, I highlight a roll and I do something with that, it's like, oh wait, there's 3 rolls. Did they highlight that one or did they highlight that one? And that could be important.
Especially if they highlight a roll and it's not what they're pretending to be, it's like what they truly are. Because then you could have like a roll that gives you letters that don't match but might match if it was like, you know, an in-play underling name. Do you know what I mean, or something like that? Like, oh, wait a second. So, I guess it would be out of play if it was lying, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So there's something in that. Obviously, that kind of thing would be really tricky because you'd have to like localize that, so like translate it into other languages, and then it becomes really tricky. But you get the idea. Anyway, back to this. Solving the case. Solving a case requires you to first determine the hostage's real classification. If innocent or meddler, defuse the bomb and finish the case. If underling or traitor, defuse the bomb and arrest the hostage. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, and I think that's an interesting one. I think something I would want to do in this region would be make sure that there's a bit of an ambiguity. I mean, I guess there already is if they're evil, but if there's an ambiguity of number of evil rolls, so that it's not just like you do your case as normal, and then you defuse the bomb, and then it's like, oh, the case isn't finished. I guess I need to arrest the hostage. If you see what I mean. Like you always want that to be like, you don't want it just to be like, oh, if it's not finished after I defuse the bomb, that I just need to arrest this one guy. You kind of want it to be a bit different than that. It's a bit like the problem with the milkman currently. It's like if you arrest everybody and the case is not finished, you're like, oh wait, it's the milkman, or you know.
I see what you mean. Yeah, it could potentially have that problem. I'll just keep pushing on for now. So hang on, someone says, I'm confused. Does defusing the bomb end the case no matter what? No. Well, it seems like in order to defuse, like to win the case, you need to defuse the bomb, or defuse the bomb and arrest the hostage if they're evil. This one prompts you if you want to arrest the hostage. Oh, interesting. So it says like at the end, do you want to arrest them or not?
Oh, interesting.
So
okay.
So then it becomes like, did you think the hostage was evil? I like that.
That's interesting. I don't mind that. Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look at some of these roles. The bomb tag. A crew member. Julius, I announce which wire is safe or not safe to cut. Yeah, so they lie if, you know, they give you the contrapositives. So, okay, their ability is pick a wire. I cut it without wasting a move. Ooh, that's
Which
good.
is pretty good, knowing that, cutting a wire takes 2 moves, right?
If the lying or tainted, I cut a different wire, costing 1 more move. That's horrible.
Yeah, that can kill you in one go. One fell swoop.
Man, that would be crazy. Team leader. I announce how many wires to cut. I'm surrounding at least 2 squad members. If lying or tainted, I announce a slightly lower or higher number than the original value. Like mathematician. Okay. Pick a role with a squad member appearance. I announce if they are a squad member. Oh. Okay, interesting. So you can kind of, as long as you know somebody is is a squad member, the team leader can disprove or prove themselves.
Also, sorry, just the bomb tech. Imagine they accidentally defuse the bomb. It's actually very funny. You're about to cut the wrong wire with them, and then they just cut the right one instead.
Oh, interesting. So the team leader can't is the role that cannot have a duplicate, whereas you could have multiple bomb techs. So does that mean like you could have a case where there's like 3 bomb techs and one of them is evil and the 2 of them are just good? I imagine so.
Yeah, I assume so.
That's kind of crazy. Yes. Oh man. Wild. E-specialist. I'm surrounding the bomb. If lying, I may not surround the bomb. If tainted, I still do. Ability. If the bomb timer is odd, it extends for 2 more moves. It shortens it instead if it's tainted or lying. Yes. Okay. That is indeed tricky. Oh man. So, how many? What I'm curious to see is what the ratios will look like for this, because you technically don't have to arrest underlings in this region at all. You just need to get the bomb and then decide whether or not the hostage is evil or not. But I imagine if you don't know who evil is, or you have less information about finding where those evils are, it becomes so risky when defusing the bomb, because like it's, you know, obviously you just need to like, you know, if you make the wrong move here, you're gonna set the bomb off and then, you know, like gain wounds at a scary rate. So I'm starting to think that maybe it is fine. Let's see the last 2 from here. I announce how many squad members are adjacent to me. If lying or tainted, I announce a slightly lower or higher number than the original value. Wait, hold on a second. Isn't that the same as what the other guy did? Or is that so different? Oh, interesting.
This is how many.
That's their ability. They announce secondary information. So then you can compare that to the intel officer. I announce how many squad members are adjacent to me. If lying or tainted, I announce a slightly lower or higher number than the original value. Is there any incentive for arresting people in this region? There's incentive not to, I think. Oh, actually, no, there is incentive to. Oh, it doesn't. Sorry, there's incentive if you arrest good people. A little bit,
because it does give you information.
Yeah, of course, it gives you information if you can get them.
Yeah.
And it rules out like where misinformation could be, right?
Yeah, and also like imagine like if you have like an accountant in play or something, or something that is like has an active negative ability, you might want to arrest them just so that their ability stops, you know, hampering you.
Yeah, especially if you have like a hitman or judge or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, a hitman in this case would be brutal. Okay, so their intel officer, their ability is pick a role, not the hostage. They reveal themselves. Interesting. Okay, I like that. Ability from the medic reads: the next time you cut a wire, it won't hurt. And if lying or tainted, you gain 1 wound upon activation. I assume of the ability. That the medic is mean. If it's, I like the idea you go into the medic's tent and they're like, please help me, and then they immediately like wound you and you just arrest them like straight up. Okay.
I will say,
Yeah.
it says for some medic, is it just like a self-confirm but by hurting you basically? So
I
you can
guess
use
it
them
is.
to self-confirm them, but it would hurt you if they are evil. In a sense.
Oh, in a way.
Like, does it like cutting a wire doesn't hurt you usually, right?
Yeah. So usually it says it doesn't heal you, but it stops you taking damage from whatever wire you cut next. Which I suppose is nice.
Yeah, but I mean, oh, you mean if, but like,
Hmm.
oh, I guess you would take a wound if it's wrong. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah,
See,
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
the reason
Yeah,
why the medic is kind of scary to me is that it's a role that gives no, it doesn't announce any information,
yeah,
and it's a role that basically reads, I might hurt you, or I might not, and then the next wire you cut might not hurt you. And here's the real question: when the bomb is defused, do you immediately know? Because if not, then the medic might actually screw you over here. Because if you cut a wire, the first wire after using the medic, and you don't know if it's good or bad, you don't know how many wires you still need to cut. Do you know what I mean?
I imagine you do know.
Oh, because it asks you
when
about.
the bomb is diffused.
It asks you whether or not you want to arrest the hostage, right? So I guess it
Yeah.
would tell you.
Yeah, I assume the case ends if the bomb is diffused.
Mm. You learn if you cut a safe wire or unsafe wire. Okay, cool.
I mean, unsafe wire you'll know just because it hurts you, so you can
Mm.
figure that way, I guess. But okay, that's interesting.
All right, I like it so far. Let's see.
So for you, Luke, the rest are all like role ideas.
Roll ideas. Okay.
Yeah, I think they're all squad members, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So these are all suggestions as well.
I mean, these are actually some we've seen.
Yeah. So these ones we've seen, but it just has some nice examples.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're seeing like 3 bomb techs here. I remember seeing this when I was looking through it, and I was like, "What is going on? How is this legal?" I just thought it was a lot of pretending roles, but no, they're just some of them are good. So then you have like cut the red wire, don't cut the yellow wire, cut the blue wire. And then an E specialist. If the bomb timer is odd, extends it by 2 moves. Wait. Oh, that's terrifying though, because like, how do you know? How do you know who's lying?
Yeah, no, this is.
This seems like a terrifying board. I guess you just take a risk. I guess you're less worried
Well, I
about
mean,
taking a
in
single
these
wound.
example boards, you don't have the hostage, so you don't actually know how many people are likely to rely in here.
Mm.
But yeah, I think with more roles, you might be able to figure out a
Yeah,
bit more.
yeah. That makes sense. Because there are quite a lot of slots left for you to gain your information. Okay, so this is the
Profiler.
there's a profile, new role here. If lying or ability profiler. Pick a role and a wire. I announce whether the alignment of the selected role matches the safety of the wire. Interesting. I like it. So the correct wires are blue and red. And then after all abilities and cutting the yellow wire. Interesting. So
Interesting, yeah.
so it says wound prevented from the medic, your cover proceed. Yellow is not one's favourite colour because we know that the medic was good because they prevented you taking the wound.
Yeah.
And the yellow wire was a bad wire. That makes sense.
Yeah. I imagine it can target itself. I mean.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? It's like the tailor or something.
Yeah, I mean, basically every ability roll. Except, I mean.
Self-target vigilante, my beloved.
Except for like stock or doppelganger, I think. I think those are the 2 only ones who count the self-target.
That's true. That's a fair point. Oh, I do like this. I like the idea of having like the bomb panel on the side. This big keep talking, nobody explodes energy. I'm into it. Alright. Field analyst, intel officer. I think we've seen these. Have you done field analyst?
Oh, not field analyst, no.
Ability. Pick a role with a squad member appearance. I announce how many of them are in play. I like that.
Oh, that's good. I like that as well.
I like that a lot. So then, yeah, you just like pick. There should only be 2 in play. Yeah, that makes sense. And then intel officer is I announce how many squad members are adjacent to me. Wait. Pick a role, not the hostage. They reveal themselves.
I think we have seen inter officer. If I'm not mistaken.
Interesting.
So that's pretty fun. I like the yeah. I mean, the one thing that this region has a lot of that we haven't really done before, but we have actually dabbled with conceptually.
Oh, it's the double announcing roles.
It's roles that announce something and have an ability.
Yes, I do like these. I think they have a lot of. I like it because it forces you to like. Not necessarily remember things, but like, it's another reason to use like the note-taking tools, and I like that. But also, yeah, no, it's interesting because it puts you in funky positions, and I also love the idea of an evil role who just, when you reveal them, they just give you the second piece of information. You're just like, wait a minute. Wait, I've just had an idea for a really cool role. It's an underling,
Go on. Yeah.
and it just reads, I exhaust one usability. That's all it does. You start, you investigate a role, and its ability is just grey. It's like you find a dead vigilante, you know.
Oh, it's already used.
It's already used up.
Interesting. Well, actually, surprisingly, it's quite similar to a role we're going to see later.
Oh. Okay. Well, now I'm excited. Let's keep going. All right. Hostage. Isn't it interesting? Wait. Sorry, I got the wrong place. Sorry about that. It would be useful if you could switch between its initial announcement and the ability announcement. That could be cool. We could have like a little toggle, almost like what we do in the case over scene when it has like the little thing you can click.
Yeah.
Oh. I think Lydia's finished with her little drawing. Do you want to swap over to the big screen?
Yeah. Just
now, I can guarantee you this is scuffed now. Oh wait, it isn't. Yay! Not done. Okay. Sorry. Okay. It looks good so far. I like it. What's the next step? Is it you didn't get back? Okay. Oh. Okay. We'll retreat. I was just seeing you flash the gun, and I thought you wanted. Oh. Lydia.
Look panicking.
Don't do that. Don't flash the screen. Okay. Okay. Starting soon, guys. Imagine. No, I'm gonna do that bit again. Okay, failsafe, op, and signal op. Okay. Ability. Pick up role with an ability. Their ability works as if they are truthful and untainted. Ooh. If I'm taste, I do nothing. I like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's
I love that bit. Psychic damage.
Yeah.
Signal op. Ability. Pick 3 wires. I announce how many of them are safe. I like that.
Oh, yeah, signal op is nice. Can you pick wires that you've already cut with a signal op?
I don't know.
Because it'll give you, like, if you want to just check one wire and you've already cut 2, you could check the 2 that you've already cut because you already know what they are, and one that you haven't.
Gur says yes, so it's official.
Hell yeah.
Stream starts on negative 40 minutes. I'm so hyped. Let's go! Still could be lying though. True. So, I assume you can't cut an already cut wire, because that would be silly. Unless, I don't know.
Why would you want to cut an already cut wire?
I don't know. There's something. I just kind of like the idea of it, and I don't know why. I'm sure there's something there. I like the idea of like, you know, in Blood on the Clock Tower, where like you can kill an already dead roll because there are some rolls that like you have to kill someone today, and so you're just like, yeah.
I must admit, oh yeah, you can. To be fair,
Stumbled wire, exactly. You know, cut off another section. Oh wait, that's kind of cool. Because if you could have a roll that's like, you know, almost like the equivalent of the
of the judge.
Of the judge, where it's like you must cut a safe wire, or the bomb will go off. You know, it could be called like hair trigger or something. I don't know. And so you have to immediately cut it. And if you think you've already got one that's safe, you can just cut it again.
Well, you would know as soon as you get it past once, you would get it past every time.
That's true. But maybe it like consumes it that time. I don't know. That's. I thought I just like the idea of resemble
There's
wire.
maybe something there. There's maybe something there.
Or just like or a resemble wire would be like a wire you have to cut twice for it to count as diffused. So that would be interesting.
That would be awful, to be honest.
I like resemble wire. That's a traitor, like a traitor squad member thing. I like that. When investigated, a wire registers as cut, even though it's not. Oof, mean.
Yeah,
I do
very
like it.
cool.
I cut one wire, I obscure another wire. Or like I guess like I don't even know. I don't know the word for it. But wait, failover op. The first time the bomb explodes, it does not. It gains 2 moves. If lying or tainted, I do nothing. Relying for the failover op, and then it's just evil. Wait, how does it work if there are multiple? Oh, it says at the bottom. Okay, so here it gains 4 from 2. Wait, why does that go to 5?
Oh, because each fell off op gave you 2 moves each.
Wait, what?
So both 1 and 2 are both saying the truth.
Yeah.
So they both gave you 2 moves when the bomb exploded, so you're up to 4. Then you use the ability of number 2.
Right, the
which
bomb
gives
timer
you
extends
2
for
but
2
costs
moves
1.
if
so
not wounded.
comes up
So
to
it gains
5.
1. Okay, that makes sense. Nice. Oh, now thinking of a wire that sets into colorblind mode. Yeah. No, it's fine. We'll just do what Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes does, and have like the wires have like
Different patterns
on them. So you have like stripy wires with stars on them, you know, that kind of thing. And that way it's nice. I also
you saw that issue a little bit.
People talked about this for the pins as well in Jupri, that they were asking for like a colorblind mode for pins. And I wanted to know whenever Lydia can respond on their take for that. Because what I was thinking would be like, it'd be kind of cool to have like symbols on the pins, because that was the recommendation, I think. Where you can have like a little star or like a little triangle or something. But I don't know what fix eyes. She says, "Okay, well that's not the that's very mean." Okay. Oh well. No, just joking. We
Panic in your voice, Lucas. Hilarious.
Oh man.
Why? No. I think like a lot of these accessibility settings, right? It will be like a setting that you can turn on and off.
Yeah. I
actually quite like the idea of having little patterns that you can put on and off as an accessibility setting. I think that's a really good idea. I must have missed whoever suggested it.
No, it was a while ago in the forums, but I thought it was a cool idea. I think it's something I think we should try and do and get into the demo at some point. Because I think it's just it's a great idea. But yeah, so that's probably what you'd do for the bomb wires here. You'd have to have some kind of pattern on them. Okay. So then 6, the relay. It is a squad member that announces the address of another relay. If I'm the only relay in play, I announce I lost connection. So of an evil roll, relay appearance if possible, or I announce I lost connection if a relay is in play. Ability, pick another roll with a relay appearance. I announce whether they are adjacent to an evil roll. And opposite if lying. Okay. I love this. I just love the idea of all the relays being like copy that. Also, okay.
Sorry. Oh wait, no. I'm just saying. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, got that. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting.
Me too. Oh gosh. I love the idea of like. Oh, this is interesting. For this, if they combine their information. Relay 3, threat negative. Oh wait, yeah. Which is an initial number. I kind of like it. I think it's cool. I just like the idea of there being a bunch of walkie-talkies around. I like the. I think it's quite funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I do like the idea. It's the kind of thing you can only do with roles that are allowed to repeat, right?
It's fun.
I mean, I guess you could do it kind of with like, instead of it being announce the address of another relay, you would go announce the address of a role that is pretending to be a relay and is truthful or something. But it works much better when you're just allowed to have several roles that are the same.
Yeah.
That's quite a fun one. I think this is quite a fun one.
And then finally these two, the team leader, who we've already seen.
Yeah, we've seen.
And they're the one exclusive role. As in like the role that cannot have a duplicate good role. And then the other one, the tactician, which says arresting an evil role. Arresting an evil role after I am investigated, it won't count as a move. Ability, pick a squad member on the suspect list. I pretend to be them. Another ability that uses the suspect list. We see very few of these, and I quite like them. What do you feel about ability roles that use the suspect list, Matt?
I'm in two minds about them. I think they could be interesting. I think as always, as the person who often has to like actually integrate these things into the game, I'm like, oh, it'd be such a pain to make. So it clouds my judgment sometimes. But I actually think there's quite a few ideas I've seen that actually sound quite promising. I quite like this as well. Like the idea of like picking a role in the suspect list and pretending to be a role. I think has been thrown around before. I think that's quite interesting as an idea goes. I'd definitely make it like only innocent role or good role or something like that.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Honestly, I don't. Even if it is evil, I think it's probably fine. There might be some roles that are like effectively impossible to convert into a later point in the board. Like some roles that are like, especially roles that rely or require things. Like for example, a clockmaker being added to the game when there's no clock.
No, because the clock is added when the clockmaker is suspected.
Oh, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that's true actually.
And to be honest, we kind of already have this anyway, because things like the stalker and the doppelganger can already.
Oh yeah,
mostly just a stalker.
That's a good point.
Already pretend halfway through, so every role has like a failsafe.
I forgot about that.
What?
That's true.
Every good role has a failsafe.
And it doesn't really. I think. Yeah, I like it. I'm not sure why you would choose to add a traitor to the game, but I suppose you could.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah. See, I'm more worried about evil roles because there isn't really a failsafe for them appearing halfway through, right? And because you wouldn't be lying, it would, or tainted, it would be a bit odd. So that's why I think I'd limit it to only good roles. But yeah, I think it's quite a good idea. I like it.
Okay.
I'm warming up to it, even though I'm getting past the oh man, it would be really annoying to make.
Well, it shouldn't be so bad because you can like all of the things on the side should have an association, like, to like the role in some fashion.
Yeah.
It says squad member, by the way. Oh, it's a squad member. Okay, well in that case,
Yeah,
it's
the
always...
tactician is a squad member.
So it's not like evil roles. It's only squad members. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean for this role, yeah. So I was just talking in general.
Or just in general. Oh, okay. Then yeah, then it should be fine. Now, for me, the tactician is an interesting role because it doesn't count as a move. But I assume if you use the tactician and then arrest someone who is bad, or sorry, is good even, then you would still gain the wound from doing that, presumably, because you've still just arrested a good person. It just doesn't progress the bomb.
Yes.
Yeah, that would make sense to me. So it is interesting. It does tempt you to kind of like try and randomly kill someone or like arrest them, I should say. Which
The question I have is,
Mhm.
if you use the tactician's ability,
Yeah.
does his normal thing still work? Like, if you arrest an evil roll after you've used the tactician's ability, does it still? Okay, no, it doesn't still work. Okay. That's interesting. So you can like decide when you want to like remove this passive ability for maybe for more information, basically. That's quite interesting. I quite like that.
Okay. I would probably reword it slightly to show that that's definitely the case. But I do like it. Very cool. Well, I think that's all of the roles that were in here. I think
Yeah. I think.
there's some meddler ones too.
Yeah. I just took the
The race
initial
ones.
like set.
Okay.
The meddler ones I saw a bit late. But I think it's a good introduction to the region. So what do you think, Luke? What's your overall thoughts for this region?
My overall thoughts for this region, I think it's really cool. I like the idea of having the wires that you need to cut. I think it's like a really fun take on it. I like the idea of the bomb and having to count down. I think having some like roles that specifically like revolve around the bomb is a really good take. I like that. I like that the kind of almost the way you play the game changes in that like you're not out there to find all of the evil. You're out there to try and defuse the bomb before it goes off. But you still have to be careful about arresting things, like good things, and because trying to get information really, because if you don't, then you'll run out of time. And like you'll still get wounds if you kind of make those mistakes. And you can have some really clutch runs where you can recover a bunch of those wounds, and you can also have like terrible runs where you like everything goes wrong. It does like kind of make those like some quite interesting boards. I think the ratios need to ensure that there's enough information that it doesn't become too random. It's my only concern. I worry that a lot of the roles here give a lot of information about the bombs, but there's the squad members themselves don't provide very many avenues to figure out whether or not other squad members are good or bad. And with the addition of multiple good roles, like duplicate roles being allowed at the same time, it's going to really like muddy the waters of like, how do I tell if like 3 bomb techs are lying to me, or if they're good, and which one can I trust?
I see what you mean. I think that's one of the things I was actually going to say. Like the fact that you can have multiple of the same role is really interesting, because it does actually make things significantly harder. Because suddenly, if you see 2 of the same role, it's no longer I know one of them is pretending to be this role. It's like they could both be real, or they could both be false, or they could be one of each.
Yeah.
And as you say, from what we've seen, I mean, we've mostly looked at the squad members, which are roles that inherently look at the bomb.
But obviously, you would have other roles alongside them that would give information. It's just one of those things I want to play with because it sounds really cool.
Yeah. I do think, but I think I agree with you. A lot of these roles, I feel like work well when there's a lot of roles on the board. I think this is one of the regions where you would want to have, 10 plus roles in pretty much every case.
Yeah, I think you want
Um,
like dense areas, which makes sense if
dense
you're
areas, yeah.
trying to put bombs in places. You know, you want to make sure you hit the dense areas, right?
Sounds like you have experience, Luke.
I,
Um,
so
but yeah,
yeah, no, I think it's cool. I like it. Please make it. Please put it into the game once.
puzzles are made to have 15 rolls, 15 addresses. Yeah. That's kind of what I imagine. You're basically maxing out the board, basically.
Mm-hmm. I like it, and yeah, if you guys are interested in these regions and you haven't seen it already, there are some like puzzles and other bits and pieces that you can see in the forums. So do go have a look at that. And we'll probably check out the meddlers and things at some point, maybe next week. But for now, I think we've got some other roles as well that we can go take a look at, which are just other roles from before. So do you want to have a look at that?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Should we have a little quick look at the religious progress?
Yeah, it's certainly progressing. Let's go have a look in its full glory. Very cool. We've got some shading and things going on. Lorem Ipsum. Figuring out the lighting now. Yeah, I mean, I think that's really cool. Thanks. Cool. Well, we'll leave you to it. Okay. Let's go
Our
back
artist keeps
over.
threatening us.
Yeah, I know. All right. Let's see. Ba-bum. Okay. It's going to be a scuff transition because we're swapping back into the old format, which you'd love to see. So do bear with me whilst I unsquish everything.
Oh yeah, I gave you another headache. I resized the images.
No, it's different sizes again. It's fine. Agrophobe is a meddler roll by Sequest, and it reads: if a roll attempts to kill me, I survive, and a random innocent roll is killed instead. I pretend to be a not in play innocent roll. Okay.
I actually really quite like this roll.
I like this roll a lot.
It's a better roll than the roll that we have in our ideas, in my opinion. It's
There's-
a better version of a roll that we've already come up with.
There's
So I
one
like it.
thing that immediately has jumped out to me that could be a case quirk for this. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And it says the random roll is, or the roll always becomes the roll to my right, or like the address one greater than mine. Is what I should read. Because then, but imagine the scene, right? You're the vigilante. You target the agrophobe, and then
You wouldn't kill the agrophobe. They're not evil.
no. It doesn't matter if they're evil or not, because if a roll attempts to kill you,
But the vigilante wouldn't attempt to kill the agrophobe because it's not evil.
well,
That's my point. They don't shoot.
oh, but then you can't have it appear like an accountant ping,
Not in the office region. You can in some of the other regions where you can have rolls that kill without the need for them being evil.
Still,
But yeah, I do like
stop
also,
it.
but it's true.
That's true.
The hitman could just suddenly kill an investigator role, which is quite funny.
Let's just say it's a recruiter game. True, it's a recruiter
Still
game.
up to Stalker. That is a good point. Yeah.
If it's a recruiter game, then it's still on the board. So, imagine the one. It's a recruiter game. The evil agrophobe is there. The vigilante tries to shoot the agrophobe, but oh no, it shoots one address higher. So that, what do you think? Must be an accountant game.
That doesn't work because if it was an accountant game, they wouldn't shoot themselves.
What do you mean?
It would be an accountant game, and they're the con man.
We don't know. Well, it doesn't necessarily shoot the vigilante. It's just one roll higher than the agrophobe. It's like
True,
as
but-
if you targeted an evil roll, but then it moved. The announcement will be off though. True.
The announcement would be off.
It would say.
To be fair, you could easily miss that. I've seen
Yeah,
people
you
miss
could-
that on
yeah,
the
you
accountant.
You could, yeah, that's true.
But I think the big one is the it would, but it does act slightly differently to a vigilante with an encounter in play, because the vigilante will only kill the address that you've not pointed to if they're evil, whereas here will kill them even if they're not evil.
Yeah, but that's why it's so devious.
I see. You're like the deviousness of it.
Yeah, I like it. It's like, oh, it's
Fair
a
enough,
meddler
fair
role,
enough.
you know? You think, oh, I got them. And really, you just killed the priest. Priest is gone. So, yeah, no, I like it. It's a fun role. Also, it's cool. But there's one thing in that... it does pretend. It pretends to be an unplayed innocent role, which I like. It gives it that, traitorous vibes. But yeah, no, it's fun. It's good, it's a good meddler. It causes a lot of confusion. Yeah, the not in play innocent is very scary. Normally, good rolls. Normally, good rolls tend to be like in play suspects, and then traitors go for the not in play. But that's kind of like a softer role, honestly.
Honestly, it's a rule that's broken quite a few times with meddlers.
Yeah.
I've had a few meddlers which are not in play innocent roles.
Yeah.
I've seen a few suggestions of them. I quite like non-play innocent roles for meddlers.
Yeah.
Because especially when they don't lie, it is basically just you get an extra innocent for free. But equally, in a scenario where like you have a con man or a recruiter and suddenly, it's like, oh, this is really hard now.
I do like. So Gur said, "What with an agoraphobe in a game where you have a hitman and you just never investigate the agoraphobe." You just let it like deflect the hitman kill constantly until it takes out all evil in a similar way to like how you would a scoundrel. But I guess it's harder than the scoundrel tech because you have to like guess not the agoraphobe right enough times. But I guess if you had like a partner that said like number 1 is the agoraphobe, you could just like. And you see the hitman's in play, you could just meta not pick that tile. Just start investigating.
I mean, I'm not sure it helps you out, to be honest. It doesn't really work as well as
it could.
Because, like, well, not really, because you have to either investigate them at some point or find another way to time waste.
True, and it does specify a random innocent role is killed. I do.
Yeah, as well, so it actually wouldn't help you at all.
But it would be funny, though, if a partner told you which role the agoraphobe was, you investigate a different role, then the partner dies.
Yes. That would be funny.
I
agree. The partner can now die to the hitman. That's quite funny.
It opens up... I like this. I might give this a 5, honestly. I'm just into it. I think it's kind of cool.
I think this is probably a 4 for me. It's very, as I said, when we first revealed this role, it's quite similar to a role that we have in our test roles. But I think it's a slightly better version than the one we have in our test roles.
Yeah.
It does have the same, or some of the same issues with it, so I'm going to give it a 4.
What's the first letter of that role? I'm pretty confident I know which role it is.
I mean, the one I'm thinking of, we named it the Hunter, I think. Oh, no, wait, it's not the Hunter. Which one was it?
Is it the Veteran?
Was it the Hunter? It might be the Hunter. Let me see if I can find it.
It's the Vet, right? The Veteran.
Or
is that different?
It is a Veteran. It is a Veteran. Sorry, you're correct.
Okay.
I got the wrong name.
Yeah, that's a similar role, but that's more like returning kills back to someone who tries to target them.
Yeah.
So the agoraphobe
I think this is better. This is more. I find this more fun than like just killing whoever tried to kill you.
Yeah. I do like it. Agoraphobe is very cool. But there you go. All right, next role. It is an underling, the Ambusher by Ixalado89, and it reads: while I'm investigated, alive and free, I kill any ability roll you investigate. I reveal myself after I have killed 2 rolls. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role.
I really really like this one actually. I think the only thing I would change, I'll make it worse. I wouldn't have the I reveal myself after I kill 2 rolls. I don't think you need that. I mean, I know it makes it harder, but like I
So
would
it
just have
says.
them.
So what's so? Okay. Hmm. I kill any ability roll you investigate. That's so mean.
It is super mean, but I love it.
But but what
I think
about
it's
the
like
vigilante, man? You have to understand.
no, but this is the thing, right? Is that like it's not
Yeah.
necessarily no ability rolls because it's while they are investigated. So if you see rolls start to die, you know that any roll you've investigated after that can't be damaged. It has to be one of the ones you've investigated before. And equally, if you know an ambush is in play and you've investigated an ability
True.
roll,
Wait.
you know that there's some time afterwards. So it gives you a really good like if you remember your order of investigation, it
Mhm.
gives you a really good timeline of who it could be, of like where they could be, but they're still kind of annoying because they kill ability rolls. So I don't know, it hits the right balance of like annoying, but also they kind of give you information on where they are in a really fun way. So for me, this is an immediate 5. Honestly, I love it.
I like it too. Honestly, I don't mind having that. I revolve myself after 2 rolls. Um, but I could see it without it as well. To be fair, um, I think what really makes it for me is the while I'm investigating clause. I agree with Daniel David guy because otherwise it's I think a bit too brutal. But with that
Oh yeah,
little
yeah.
that
It
line,
needs a while I'm investigated. That for sure. I
Mm.
agree. I think it is a clause that we should try use more actually because it is quite fun.
Mm.
It's a good way of like making the order in which you investigate things important, which I've always wanted to do.
I like it. Do you know what? I'll give it a 5 as well.
Hell yeah.
It's some good rolls. Alright. The Author by Debbie L&D is an innocent roll that reads, when investigated, I announce an address, an evil roll will announce. Oh, I like it. If I'm lying or tainted, I announce the address of a roll, no evil roll will announce. This is interesting, and actually, at first I thought, would this be really annoying to make? The answer is probably. But
Yes, it would be incredibly annoying to make.
well, would it though? Because
In fact, I'm not sure it would be possible.
I think it is possible.
Not necessarily because a lot of information. So, a little backstory on how roles information works. Roles information announcements. The reason they say when investigated is because that's actually when it's calculated.
Yeah.
Now this is important for certain things. We haven't played with it too much in the demo, but for example, we could have like a mathematician that gives you the answer of like unarrested evil, or maybe like, oh, actually no, wait, a good example, private investigator
Yeah.
gives you a address, you know, that is that you know they that is uninvestigated when they're investigated. The problem with that is that like it means that like if you have an author and an evil is pretending to be a
But Matt, you're thinking about this
PI.
only linearly, right? The author could have a flag so that basically when a roll, if the author goes first, they can just say like a number, and then later rolls that come through, like we'll check the author and be like, has the author said a number and hasn't had it claimed yet? I will try and match that number.
Yeah, but you do realize how that doesn't always work.
Yeah, it would
Also, that'd be super annoying to make because you'd have to do that for every underling roll. Also, sorry, every roll that gives information. So, like, imagine you have an author and have a underling that's pretending to be a mathematician.
Yeah,
They don't announce any address.
that's true. There's only
Right.
the author would require there to be a roles that
Or
specifically announce
imagine a line
addresses.
author that says an address. You're like, okay, no underling can say this address. Well, then the only valid option for an underling to lie would be that address. Like, you see how like it can go wrong in both ways here.
Yeah, it's tricky. Okay, I like the idea of it, but it would be really hard to make. You'd have to do some we'd have to change how the generation works for that.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a 3.
Yeah, I mean, I think idea-wise, I actually really like it, but I think just I like current with how it's currently set up. This wouldn't be possible without causing some really weird bugs, or without like forcing it to happen in certain patterns in a way. Like you could have it only appear with certain like evil roles that pretend to be very specific, like innocence that we can then like force to do things like this.
Yeah. So, but that introduces some weird meta, but it's interesting.
Oh wait, something makes a good point in chat. The author can't be evil online as they would announce who they are pointing at.
Wait, what?
Yeah, because if I'm tainted, I announce the address of a role no evil will announce. But if they are evil, then they'll announce an address. But then they're lying, so they can't announce an address that they're announcing.
I see. But then what if you have another author next to that? What happens then? So the execution order becomes skewed. Okay, maybe this is a 2 because it's gonna break a lot of things.
I mean, there would have to be a failsafe for like, yeah, if no evil points at anyone, or something like that.
Yeah. Okay, I think this would need a lot of adjusting, just from from a mechanical side and just like from just an engine side. We'd need to make a lot of changes for this to be happy. So yeah, I'll give it a 2, because I do like the essence of it, but I think it's like impossible for several reasons. If not impossible, at least very difficult.
There's an author and an evil but truthful PI, and the author says the PR will say a certain address, then you can immediately investigate the address, and the author will always be wrong. Evil but truthful PI.
Yeah, Coleman PI.
Says a certain address, then you can immediately investigate that. Wait, why? Oh,
Because it specifies an alignment. Actually, would they be wrong?
not necessarily. No evil is announcing. That you could change it to be is announced instead of will announce, which will make it possible to do. But you would have to have then you could run into a thing where you investigate the author first. You know, they would have to say something like, you know, nobody's announced anything yet, or something like that.
What if you changed it so? Oh wait, that doesn't quite work. I was gonna say you could try and turn it into like an ability roll, but it doesn't quite do the same thing.
You could have an ability roll where you're like,
Ooh.
ability, I announce an address and evil roll is announcing. Right. And then it's just like a you just use it on itself to confirm.
Yeah.
As in like, it's just, you can't select an address with it. So it's like a, do a thing, but at least you get the choice of when to do it, which is nice.
I suppose. And then...
Then you would have like a failsafe, no evils are announced in an address. If you're in that scenario.
Yeah, I could see that. That might
Okay.
issues, but I think that's savable through that. You could, if you made it an ability, and you made it so it was like when you use the ability, it checked any like evil roles currently announcing these addresses. Then yeah, I think that could potentially still work. But yeah, well, okay. So we move to the next one.
Yeah. I think I'll give this one a 3, maybe even a 4. Honestly, I think it's like I like the idea a lot.
The idea is really cool.
Obviously, implementing it will be painful, but honestly, if we change it to what we said at the end, like I think this idea as written, I'll give it a 3. An idea that we workshopped, I'll give it a 4.
Okay. In that case, the egotist. When I'm investigated, the next ability roll you investigate automatically uses its ability on me. It's a roll by RSV Dark. I swear we have this one. I swear
We
this
have the same name somewhere.
It's an egotist, but I feel like I've thought of this before, and it's in the Excel somewhere.
I mean, possibly. I was gonna say this is the role earlier. I was like, hey, this is similar to what the role you were thinking.
Oh, when I'm in, but I love this. I think this is hilarious. I just think there's so many. How many roles? Like, what abilities are there? I mean, the egotist immediately like.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Ozzy Dog did say in the initial forum post that you would choose the rest of the.
But you have to use it immediately.
But you have to use it immediately.
Okay, I like that. Right. Yeah, I could definitely see that. And then. Sorry, I'm just seeing you move the guy around in the background. I like it. I think it could be cool, especially with some of the the abilities and that is kind of going on behind the scenes. There's so many funny things that can happen to the poor egotist. Yeah, there's a lot of funky things out there. I'm gonna give it. I think it really does require. Obviously, then you have a clause that means that if the egotist isn't played, then there's almost certainly there's almost certainly other ability rolls here, right? But
that's not a detective. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by it as well.
That's just like a mobster. They just come. Also, the hand is backwards. That's horrifying. But oh, stop that! Don't do that. Don't make the thing flash, please.
It's the gun firing.
Is that the gun firing? Okay. Yeah. Stresses me out. Okay. Shall we? What did we give a rating? I can't remember.
No, I don't think so yet. Sorry, we got a bit distracted by getting shot at.
Yeah.
I think for me, for the egotist, I actually quite like it. I think, for certain roles, it will just waste the ability. Like the
Simon tasting every role would be crazy.
it would waste, for example, it would waste the vigilante shot, or for the tailor. But even for the tailor, for example, it's oh, okay, guaranteed this is a good role. I can do something with this, right? So it has some elements to it, which is quite fun, I find, which is quite interesting. So I think I'll give this one a 4 as well. I think it has some promise. I'd like to see how it plays.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I agree with that. I think I'll give it a 4 for that reason. I want to see what it looks like. It does very much
sense. What happens with roles like Doppelganger, Stalker, which have more specific targets.
I guess
it might not match the element.
I guess it just it would have to specify that
you could just have where
possible. Yeah, if possible. Which I think makes sense.
Yeah, for Doppelganger would work, but I can imagine you could have a role that chooses a dead role or something, and then this wouldn't make sense. But I think yeah, we could just have where the possible, and then it would still work in a way.
Okay. In that case, let's see the inventory stalker. It's an innocent role by Devi L&D Asper, and it reads, "When I'm investigated, if the boat is on me, I spawn a hidden fuel stash on an empty slot. If there are no empty slots, I give you 5 fuel instead." Okay, so this is a dock rule.
This is a dock rule. I think there are 2 of them.
Dock rule. if I'm light or tainted, I do nothing, and the fuel stash is a assumedly a location. So it's the first time
Yeah.
the boat is moved onto it, your fuel is refilled, which is very nice.
This one's interesting, but you have to be on them for this to
Yeah.
be good. Which is
I
super hard.
think it's really cool, but obviously it's so hard to get it to be right. Like you just move on to something and investigate it. But I like it because it's it's attempting to change the meta of just like reveal everything off the gate in the docks,
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I think my biggest problem with this one is just that it doesn't give you any information unless you're on them.
Yeah.
So they almost feel a bit more like a meta to me if the upside wasn't so good in a way.
Honestly, because even being a
Um,
middler, just because the odds of you actually getting them to do something is like the
It's quite low,
psychic
yeah.
damage of investigating an inventory stalker when you're not on them is, I think, enough to make them a meddler, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, the psychic damage to the player. is
Yeah,
just-
like, oh,
kills you every time.
no. So yeah, it's a 4. It's a 4 for me. I think it'd be cool.
I think this one's a 3 for me, just because I worry that 90% of the time you're just gonna investigate them and be like, ah, and then
But they'd be perfect. That'd be fine if it was a meddler. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, even the metas that don't do anything, I still kind of want them to have some kind of thing that they like. You see, if you investigate them and you see them and you're not on them, it doesn't do anything. Whereas like even meddlers that don't say anything, usually still have some kind of like use to them, like the fall guy
Actually,
still acts as evil, etc.
yeah, Scientific Guy also makes a good point. I think that if this were true and you do get it to work, you probably would want the fuel stash to be either not hidden or like around like the docks, because otherwise like it's already gonna have taken like a lot of time to find the inventory stalker, and then for the roll to get there as well. Like for
I
you
actually quite like.
to get back, it's gonna be
sorry.
pretty tricky. But no, go on, what you say?
I was gonna say I quite like Purple Myrtle's suggestion of like having them be always surrounding the docks, so that you can just like, you might use up an extra 3 or 4 fuel to get to them, or like in the attempts that they might be there. But at least you're not like, at least you have some amount of elements. You have some idea of where they could be, which would be good. Which I quite like. Actually, yeah, I really do quite like Purple Myrtle's suggestion, because that really does fix a lot of the issues I have with it.
Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's move on to the next roll.
Yeah.
Let's go to the messenger bottle, or message bottle even. An underling by Debbie Allen Despair, and it reads, each time a role changes their announcement, I might obscure them. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. This, I saw this in the forums when I was reading through them, and it was hilarious. I love this so much. It's so silly.
I actually really like this one as well, because I mean, in the Docs world you can have quite a lot of
Yeah.
like rolls update announcement, and I just think like if it's just like half of the time they just obscure, and that'd be so funny.
Oh, art's done as well. Very nice.
Alright, done. Hell yeah. Do you want to for final time, I guess?
Okay. I'm in a dark room,
increase
Lydia.
the
You can't flash the white screen again, okay? You can't. I'll be blinded. Let's go have a look. Here we are. Okay. I like it. This is looking really cool. Oh, very neat. But the background is in layers, so you want it to all move around. Are you able to unmute
Oh, yeah.
and say hello? Or is there still lots of noise where you are?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Wait.
yeah.
I like
How's it
your
going? How's it going?
I like your guy. Very, very cool.
I'm glad.
Why does he keep trying to shoot at us?
Yeah, why would you
That's
give
what
him a gun?
well, he's just come from shooting a guy.
Wow, allegedly.
Allegedly, it was justice. It was justice. They were a bad one. Don't believe the newspapers. You're not crazy.
And so all
But yeah,
the layers are in different pieces, you say?
they are. I'm just sorry. I'm trying to find the different bits and bobs. Yeah, all of the layers on the background. These are all separate, so we can separate the buildings and have like a little bit of a nice parallaxy effect.
Mm.
Because
Oh,
we
yeah.
effectively want him to like drift in. Almost like all of it gets sort of like shoved to the side here, and then you get a big newspaper that slaps down here next to you, and this will show you your stats for the game.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be fun.
Okay, I'm into it. Very cool.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you for
So the
sharing.
roles have been very cool. I've been enjoying listening.
Oh, I'm glad. Oh, I like it very. Yeah, nice. Good job. I'm gonna give it a 4 on 5.
Oh,
No, joking, it would have been a 5, but
What
you
I-
blinded me earlier, so.
it's what I've got this for. What
Oh,
was that
sorry,
rating
go on.
again? What was that rating? Sorry, what was?
I'll
what was the
take you with
Oh
me.
no.
Sorry, what was the
Oh
rating?
no.
Take
You
you
see,
with
you
me.
see layer 66. I'll execute order 66.
Oh no!
What was that rating? What was that rating? Bang, 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 bang.
Stop! Don't actually do that. Oh my gosh.
Oh no. Oh, well, guys, it seems that my
Well-
2 coworkers were in a Mexican standoff, and I'm the only survivor.
Okay.
Average veggie double claim. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Each time. Okay. Wait. So did we give him? I don't. We've been distracted by eye again. Did we rate this? I don't think we did. I like it. I gave it a 5 because it obscures people finally.
I think I'll give it a maybe a 4. I think I'll give it a 4. I like it.
A 4. Okay.
Give him names. Oh, sorry. I found that too funny. I'm not sure why.
Okay. Shuffle up now. Let's see. Okay, the Poltergeist. That's a spooky ghost. It's an underling. It's an idea from Xlado 89, and it reads: I obscure a tainted role, and I taint an obscure role. I lie and pretend to be a suspected role. What?
The poltergeist is I think in most cases you just have you will get 2 obscured roles and you'll know they're both tainted. Right.
Okay.
But the poltergeist becomes really awful when there's more than 2 obscured roles, because then it's like, oh no, some of these guys are tainted but some of them not.
But
Yeah, I would assume as well that it taints an obscured role that it hasn't obscured itself.
Okay, so I obscure a tainted role, and I taint an obscured role. Okay. I'm not sure about this one, actually.
No?
Does this...
Why not?
Well, one, it requires there to be, like, at least one or the other, like, as in, it doesn't add, like, a source of either obscure or taint if there isn't already in play, right?
Yes, there needs to be an obscured role and a tainted role.
And then when it is in play, it just guarantees that they're like obscured and tainted if they are there. And if there's already multiple sources of like tainted rolls from other places, then it just like shuffles things strangely. I'm not sure. I feel like this just removes a lot of information through tainting stuff, and it's just kind of really, really tricky. But I might be wrong.
Okay, so the way I see this, for me, this role is, in most cases, it's going to be every obscured role is tainted. And so if you know the poltergeist is in play, which you kind of know as soon as there's 2 obscured roles, you can be like, okay, these obscured roles, I know they're both tainted. Which is useful because you can be like, oh, you can figure out what are the sources of taint. You know that one of, like, if there's a poison in play, you know that one of the poisoners is beside one of the obscured roles now. So it gives it quite a lot of information randomly, and it lets you know, like, hey, two tainted rolls. I can't trust the information that I get from these guys. Or if I do know what the information is, like if I know one of these is a weatherman, nice. I get information because I know that they're lying, so I know that I get whatever. But on the flip side, if you have more than two obscured rolls, it becomes actually quite difficult because you can't do that second part. You only do the first part, really. I think it's quite good. I quite like this. My biggest concern with this one is that not every roll that's already obscured will be taintable necessarily,
Yeah.
and not every well, actually every tainted roll can be obscured, so that's fine.
Well, I guess like yeah, it's interesting. It does require like those two mechanics to be present in order to function like completely. But you could obviously only have half of it, and just half of it is invalid.
I think it's fine that it needs the two other mechanics to be in play. I don't feel like that's that hard to get.
I suppose. I mean,
fair.
like the sources of obscure, like at least in the demo, is the Jinx,
Oh, quite limited.
the Spectre, and Misty Streets.
Yeah.
So it's it's interesting, but I guess the Jinx wouldn't count if this is, like if because this
It wouldn't count because this could.
yeah, because this
would have
triggers
to
at the
be.
start of the case, right?
Yeah, this would have to be things that trigger at the start of the case. Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm going to give this a 3, but it's a 3 with an asterisk because I'm skeptical, but if I played with it and it was actually good, I could easily bump it up. Like this one, I'm just very unsure about.
I think I'll give this one a 4. As I said, my problems with this is my biggest problem with this is you would have to make sure that the obscured rogue is taintable. Now that either we allow for every roll to be tainted, including underlings and traitors,
Yeah.
at which point that's always the case, or we have to figure out how to make that.
Is he written?
Yeah, basically, yeah. We might have to change this to be like, I obscure a tainted innocent roll, and I taint an obscured roll. I obscure a tainted roll, and I taint an obscured innocent roll, if possible, something like that. And then you kind of have that issue go away. But so small tweaks I think would be needed, but
Yeah, otherwise pretty safe. Alright, in that case, let's have a look at
yeah, it's true that how good this roll is indeed dependent on how many obscures and tainters will be in the final game. I think that's very true.
Okay, so this is the Ruffian. It's an underling by Ixaldo again, and it reads, after I'm investigated, I take the first untainted innocent roll you investigate. I lie and pretend to be a suspected roll. After I'm investigated, I take the first untainted innocent roll you investigate. Oof.
A bit like a Jinx, but with
Yeah,
with
but
taint.
it's an evil poisoner, but you have to remember. Oh, that's so horrible.
I think for me,
I actually quite like it though.
I would like this one most in the dark region.
You think so?
I think that's where it fits best.
Yeah, I can see it. I guess it's because it's the most forgiving in the dogs.
Well, it's also just like it has the most it has information that updates. So having something that's tainted halfway through will never be a problem, whereas in the other regions it might be. I don't think it will be a problem with innocent. It doesn't tend to be, but like if you have an innocent that does something, at take a case start, then you might have a problem. Whereas in the dark region, you're never going to have that because the half of the premise is that things update. So we're never going to have roles that don't update in a way, or that can't be updated in ways like this. Just fits mechanically well in the dogs.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I like it a lot. I think Ruffian's a good one.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4. I like it.
Yeah, I think I can agree with that.
I think it's fun. I think it's kind of horrible, but
Yeah,
again, if you
definitely kind of horrible.
It's interesting because whenever you find an obvious lie, you think, wait a minute, is it this person who's evil, or is it the last person who's evil, that I investigated? And I think that's cool because it makes you think about you know, I think it just makes you think about what you were doing beforehand. I like that. Okay. Then do you want to do one more for today?
I'm happy with that.
Let's do this one. It's a quirk.
Oh yeah, there was a couple of quirks in there as well.
Okay. At the start of every case, every other quirk you have is randomized into a different one.
I feel like you would like this one.
So here's a lot of quirk. This is horrible. I think this is like game ruining. There are a few things like this that I like whenever. Okay, I don't know if this is true for everyone. Oh, we're trying to hydrate. That's true. I do need to drink. I've actually run out of water, which is annoying. So I'll go get some after the stream. But whenever I'm playing like Risk of Rain or like generally it's like roguelikes that have like items, and then there's always like Shapes of Dreams as well as another one. But like there's always somewhere like some kind of thing that says like press this button and I will randomize all the items you have, and it's basically always like sometimes it improves the tier of the items or whatever. You can basically read it as I press this button, I ruin the run, like I break things. And so the Wheel of Fortune, I just imagine you click this and every time you just get like the most cursed quirks imaginable. Do you know what I mean? It becomes true chaos run.
I'll be honest. So for me, there's a relatively big difference between the two, which is that quirks are usually detrimental, right? So like, with one of the reasons that in something like Risk of Rain, it's such an issue is that like you're synergizing a bunch of things together in such a way that you're like getting the max out of everything you get. So randomizing it, then you're just like, you're not gonna get anything that's trash, but you're nothing synergizing anymore, so that's not gonna be good. Here, you don't want things. I mean, you want like having a bunch of random stuff is actually not that bad. Like there's a few things, there's a few ones that you can have together to make sure to like if you have one bad thing, you might have this other bad thing that isn't as bad because of this other bad thing is already there, kind of thing.
True.
But I feel like it's less of a problem that way. Personally, I would love this one. This is one I would love.
You think this is really good?
I think this is fun. I don't think this is good. I think it could ruin your run completely. But I think the idea of just being like, yeah, let's just go with random stuff. Yeah, why not?
Okay, right. I could see like a challenge mode like this where it's like you always have Wheel of Fortune and it's just like it's just like the run is like chaos every time. And it's just like because you could even have a quirk that's kind of along the lines of like you start the run with 6 quirks like every time you enter a region that are randomized. Reveal 1 quirk every case kind of situation. So like
also,
you come into pure chaos and then like over time you figure out, oh, okay, these are the ones actually in play. And so sometimes because of the visuals you can be like, okay, well I have like perfect crime and broken clock definitely happening. And you don't have to wait to reveal that. But yeah, that is a very
I mean, the thing is that for me, like one of the reasons I applied, right, is that like I agree. I mean, there are like you can just get a combination that's like, no clock, no ratio, no suspect risk, and then you're just like, okay, at that point, it can just lose you the run. But like that's very unlikely to happen, right? It's random. But the other thing about this one, which people haven't considered, is that in of itself, it's kind of a nothing. Like if you take this, if it's the first time you get a quirk and you take it, you have no quirk for an extra case. Like it's one less quirk you have to deal with, because it just changes every other quirk. It doesn't change it. Like it's a quirk less, right? So I agree with I think somebody said earlier in chat that it's like this is perfect if you have no fear.
Okay. Well, don't get me wrong. I think it belongs in the quirk ecosystem. You know what I mean? Because like it's not like you don't get to choose Wheel of Fortune. Like you always have the choice to not take it, and so that's why I think you 100% should take it. Or like, or not that you should take it, but it should be in the game. Do you know what I mean? So I like it a lot. I think it is a fun one. It's just like, would I ever click it? Probably, yeah. To be honest, I probably would click it because I kind of.
I was gonna say, I actually when I saw this one, I thought you'd love it. I thought you'd like this one. I thought
Oh,
you'd be like,
man.
yes, gamble every time.
I've been burnt too many times by like the Risk of Rain, alter all your item things. But the Wheel of Fortune, it's that people are right. It's not the same. It's because you don't have to rely on synergy. It is just like it's just fun. Honestly, I think it would be a great way to learn. Because like I see, like especially in games like this where like you have choices. Like a lot of the pitfalls I have with certain roguelikes is like I'll play it. I'll find a way that I know works to win the game. Like I'll find like a one build or something that is just really, really good. And then like when I play it through multiple times, like I either like I'll fall into like a pattern of like, you know, I'll keep building basically the same thing over and over again because I know it works. Or like, you know, and like with quirks, if you know there are some quirks that you know really well and you can kind of like get around, you kind of like picking those, and then like there are other quirks that you're like, you know, maybe I don't pick these because they're like harder and I don't have to, because I can take these other ones that are safer. The Wheel of Fortune is a nice way to just like not have that problem, and also just like learn quirks that you wouldn't usually take, for better or for worse.
But I think that's why I like it so much. I really like in roguelikes I play. Like I actually like right now I'm playing Hades, and you have like on some of the like the boons that you get, you have like for certain of them you have like you have this thing which basically marks which ones you've taken before or not, and it's like the amount of like times I'm like, I don't really like that one, but equally I haven't played with it before. I guess I'll just take it just so I've played with it. I don't know. I have the like I want to try everything.
Yeah.
So this is why I think I like this one so much, is that it would force me to try everything.
I like it.
I think RSV Dark's slot machine quirk is also a good way of like, a good like other quirk that's a bit like this but less.
Behaves as a random quirk every case. Oh yeah. So
it's just like you get one random quirk every case instead of everything's random every case.
That's the wild card quirk just becomes a different quirk. Yeah. I like it. I think both could be good, honestly. You could have just two different variations. Like you have faulty and broken quirk. You could have slot machine and Wheel of Fortune. And then so I think, although I was hesitant, I will give it a 5 because I think
Sorry. Oh yeah. I'm glad.
All quirks are in play as a suggestion is insane. But I'm gonna give it a 5 for Wheel of Fortune because I think it, like, while it scares me, it does deserve to exist. Do you know what I mean? It has a place. It should exist. Even if it's, you know, my nightmare, I think it should exist. Well, I guess it becomes so deterministic because it's everything. So all quirks are in play. It's just all. But
I mean, all quirks are in play would be awful. Oh my god.
All quirks in play would be nightmarish. I could see a quirk that says like it's called Skip, and it says
does nothing.
Well, no, it would say subsequent quirk picks grant an additional random quirk. So like this time you get nothing, but next time you gain 2 quirks instead of 1. But you get to pick the one that you choose, but it also adds an extra random one. And then, but then for everyone after that also. So it's not just for the next one, but for all of the things. So you could have like I guess like of region with just
It's
look
like
at
if you're
all
if you're
of
in
the
a
quirks
situation where like the
initially.
two other quirks are just so bad, you're like, no, I can't do this. You would have to like it's just like a
Yeah,
okay, I'm taking skip, but I guess
but now I'm gonna
I'm
have.
praying for the next ones to be not too bad.
Or if you're just like, I love quirks, you skip immediately every time you see it, so you can get as many quirks as possible. I don't know. But there you go. Oh man, I am, I think, gonna call it here because I'm hungry. So, thank you all very much for coming and watching and bearing with as we've fought tech things and all of that. But I hope you liked it.
Yeah.
I really liked seeing people's roles. I really liked seeing the Zone 13 stuff. I thought it was really cool. And I look forward to seeing more of those roles as they appear. And thank you. I hope you've had a good Thursday. Hope you had a good week so far. And I hope you have a good weekend to come. And yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I guess we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye everyone.